Hey everybody, Sylvia K here, and today I'm going to show y'all how to make some water-soluble calcium um, for your garden and your house plants. Now, calcium is one of the most important nutrients you can have uh, in your garden and your plants. And also, when I used to grow my color bell peppers in my big greenhouses, calcium was one of the most important additives to my fertilizer for my hydroponics that I use. But you can buy powdered uh, calcium at the plant nurseries, but even the calciums that I bought from there are very hard to dilute in water. So um, this comes from Chinese permaculture ideas. And so what I've done is I've ground up these eggshells, and now I'm just going to um, cook them, not till they burn, just enough to burn off the albumin that generally is attached to the membrane that's attached to the eggshell itself. And anyway, you just cook this. Your eggshells don't have to be real tiny either. Um, I never throw my eggshells in the garden or the compost. Um, I do occasionally ground them up even finer than this and soak them in water sometimes and give the water to my plants. But a better way of doing this is how I'm going to show you right now. All you need is eggshells and vinegar, and you can put eggshells out. A lot of people put them out to stop slugs in their garden and stuff, but um, that ain't never going to work here. So, and I never throw my eggshells anywhere except my 5-gallon bucket that I always keep them in. And then whenever I want to use them, I have them available. Because if you put them in your garden, it's going to take at least more than a year, possibly longer, for them to ever break down to be of benefit to your plants. So this is just one way of doing it. That's a quicker method. You can also put your eggshells in the oven and bake them, but this is a lot quicker and uses a lot less energy. Now, you're not going to cook these till they're black. You're just going to just cook them long enough where they brown a little bit and smell kind of like burnt hair. Now, what you want to do next is I've got some apple cider vinegar here. You can use any kind of vinegar. In Korea and China, they use rice vinegar because that's normally the vinegar that they have. So don't make no never mind about what kind of vinegar you use as long as it's vinegar. And so I'm going to put me in about 10 cups of vinegar in here. And to that, I am going to add about a half pint of my crushed eggshells that have been just lightly browned, not baked, till they're black, just cooked long enough for them to give off a bit of a burnt hair smell and to brown just a little bit. And you want to do this slowly because it can tend to have a volcanic reaction. My eggshells are still hot. Now they're going to release their carbon dioxide, and what they're going to do is they're going to come up to the top and release that, and then they're going to sink back down. Now, as you can see, you're getting some action down here, and it's kind of like my little uh, wine making ordeal. But anyway, you're going to let this sit for a little bit, and then you want to make sure you cover it completely and just allow it, or otherwise you're going to have a million gnats in there, and that'll mess up your whole thing. And so anyway, let this sit long enough for it to quit, more or less stop this chemical reaction in there. It's not fermenting, and whenever it's finished, it will not smell like anything that you think it's going to smell like. And so what you do is you want to use this as a foliar spray, or you can use it as a drench. Now I've got mine covered with this towel here. You want to make sure it can breathe, because like I said, it's giving off gases. And once this has sat long enough, it depends on the area you live, but once it's quit this chemical action, then you can dilute it 1 teaspoon to 1 gallon of water. And this is very, very good for your plants, especially your tomatoes. Lack of calcium is one of the biggest things that cause blossom end rots in your tomatoes, as well as your peppers. But all plants need calcium, so you can use this as a foliar spray on your trees or anything. So I hope this was helpful to someone who was looking for an alternative way to add calcium to their garden, especially now considering that fertilizers are getting harder and harder to come by, and when you do come by them, they're exceptionally expensive, way more expensive than they used to be. So anyway, and as you can see, the bugs just want to get in there so bad. I have these horrible little bugs here in Hawaii, and no matter what you do, you can't get rid of the little buggers. But anyway, hope everybody's well, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.